I don't think he's entirely comfortable with it. I mean, he's much more of a desk jockey now, but the politics of it have always made Bowden unhappy. And so it's wonderful with the new deputy commissioner saying, wrap your head around it, and therefore he had to grow up. He's never going to be truly comfortable with the politics of it. He's always truly wanting to be a firefighter in the mix and in the fires, and that's his heart and his joy. He realized that to protect House 51, he had to go and do that. Otherwise, they were at the whim of some other chief.
Yeah. The crossovers are fun. This year, the COVID thing has made them really tricky because of all the protocols. So I think that threw us off a bit this year, but I've been dying to do the burning hospital for a long time. There are all these cool protocols for when the hospital is on fire and things that have to happen. So we've been wanting to do that one and loop PD into that, but we haven't had a chance this year.
For some reason, the Chicago Med showrunners don't like when we keep suggesting we burn down the
I know, what's the
Chicago
problem?
Med Hospital.
What's wrong?
I don't know why. But yeah, we've got plans. We were gonna do it this year, and then the variants kept messing us up. But we like to do mini crossovers because we're the middle show. So there's a lot of times we can have like a Halstead or we had Trudy on this year, and any chance we get to see those faces we always like on our shows.
Yeah, I love doing any crossover because I still feel like there's so much cast of either show that I'd love to meet. But I absolutely love working with Trudy. I love Violet and Trudy together.
They're amazing.
Yeah, she's the greatest.
Greatest. Terrifying, intimidating, fantastic.
Love and complication, because they often go hand in hand. Yeah, you're definitely gonna have to see some ish hit the fan. And Violet having to kind of navigate the actual reality now that it's in front of them, and see if they're able to take on those hurdles and if they're willing to take on those hurdles to move forward.
Seen my wife on screen for a long time, so
misses her.
It's been a minute.
I'd like some loving. Just saying.
Yeah, it's always with these guest stars. You try to get them in. Like we had a Herman domestic sighting fairly recently with all the kids, and those are always fun to bring. This is Chicago Fire. We always give you a little romance, and then we take it away. Yeah, we take it.
Yes, I think they do have a lot of chemistry together, both as kind of like lovers with this attraction, but also I love watching his character find so much joy in who she is. I think he's the first character that we've seen who finds her funny and smart and loves these kind of eccentricities about her. So I'd love to see them kind of enter a more domestic feel together rather it just being this kind of hot and heavy secret. Like, do they like to go on jogs together? Do they like to make sourdough together? Like whatever it is. But at the same time, we have to see if it's logically a possibility, because we know for both of them, they're both ambitious and have a lot of dreams for themselves, and if that's gonna hinder that, are they willing to take that risk?
What I think is so fun about those two couples is they're such different models of relationship. One is like when you are kind of friends with somebody and best friends and it turns into something more, and like what that kind of relationship is versus when it starts kind of from a passion standpoint, can't keep your hands off each other. And which one of those is the kind of relationship that Violet as a character will really mesh with, which is the one for her is kind of the question. As we said, the chemistry is just so fantastic between Hanako and between Violet and Hawkins that, it's really fun to write that and to explore where that's going to go right now.
Apparently Hawkins has a chemistry kink. That's what we've learned.
There's great chemistry and he's got a chemistry kink.
Yeah.
He wants her in the lab coat.